Okay, let's finish out the last few problems on homework 3.3. Question number 13 says to find the slopes of line 1 and line 2 defined by the two given points. Then determine whether line 1 and line 2 are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. Let's remember that to find the slope of a line given 2 points, you do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And let's also remember that parallel lines have the same slopes and perpendicular lines have negative reciprocal slopes. So the slope of line 1, m is going to equal negative 3 minus 1 over negative 1 minus 0. So you would get negative 4 over negative 1. So the slope of line 1 is 4. For line 2, the slope will be 4 minus 5 over 10 minus 6. So I get negative 1 over 4. If you'll look at these two slopes, this is 4 over 1, and this is negative 1 over 4. Those are negative reciprocals. Okay, so the slope of line 1 was 4. The slope of line 2 is negative 1/4. Because those are negative reciprocal slopes, we're going to say that the lines are perpendicular. Number 14. The distance in miles between a lightning strike and an observer is given by the equation d equals 0.2 t. There's your equation. D equals 0.2 t, where t is time in seconds between seeing the lightning and hearing the thunder. Okay, here we go. If an observer counts 15 seconds between seeing the lightning and hearing the thunder, how far away was the lightning strike? So we're going to go to 15 seconds on the x-axis. We're going to go up, find our point, and then we're going to go to the y-axis, and we'll see that the distance would be 3 miles. So 3 miles. Let's do it again. If an observer counts 20 seconds between seeing the lightning and hearing the thunder, how far away was the lightning strike? So if it were 20 seconds, we'd go here to 20. We'd go up to our function, find our point, and now let's go over to the y-axis, and we see that it's 4 miles away. Okay, and if an observer counts 25 seconds, how far was the lightning strike? Here's 25. Go up to your function, find your point. Now go over to the y-axis and see that it was 5 miles away. Part D says, what is the slope of the line? Interpret the meaning of the slope in the context of this problem. Okay, remember that slope, you can find 2 points if you want to, or we can remember that the slope is the rise over run if we're looking at a graph. So how much do you rise and then how much do you run from one point to the next? I'm going to rise from 3 to 4. I'm rising 1 mile. And my run from 15 to 20 is 5 seconds. So the slope is 1/5. You could say 1/5 mile per second. Let's go see what D says. What's the slope of the line? It's 1/5. It means that the distance between the lightning strike and an observer, okay, since it was going this way, we went up and then right, the distance increases by miles. So 1/5, it increases by 1/5 miles for every additional second between seeing the lightning and hearing the thunder. Now, look again. You went up to y, so you went up 1 mile, and then you went right 5 seconds. So this is 1/5 mile per second. Question 15. Graph the line through the point -2, -3, having slope -3/4. Then give 2 other points on the line. All right. Part 1. Graph the line. We need to go plot the point -2, -3. So from the origin, I'm going to go left 2 and then down 3. So there's my first point right here. Okay, now I'm going to use my slope of -3/4. So I'm going to put that negative with the 3. So this means I'm going to go down 3 and right 4, starting from that point. So down 3 and then right 4. My next point is going to be at 2, -6. Now I could do that game several more times if you want to. And actually, let's do that. I'm going to go down 3 and right 4. There's another point. Okay, if I wanted to put the negative with the 4, so 3 over -4, I would go up 3 and left 4. So watch this. From this point, I'm going to go up 3 and left 4. Right, there's my line. I would draw it through those points. Okay, now it wants me to find 2 other points, 2 comma what and 6 comma what. If you look at our graph up here, 2 comma -6 and 6 comma -9. Another way to find those points, nope, we're going to do it that way for now. So just keep doing your slope and you'll plot those points on your graph, and then you can see what the coordinates of those points are directly from your graph. Number 16, graph the line through the point -2, 1, having slope 2, then give 2 other points. All right, here we go. The line through the point -2, 1. I'm going to go -2 and then up 1. So my point is right here. That's this point. Okay, my slope is 2. M is 2. It's the same thing as saying 2 over 1. So I'm going to go up 2 and right 1. So up 2, right 1. There's another point. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to go up 2, right 1. There's another point. Okay, up 2, right 1. Okay, I could choose to go, watch this. The slope is also -2 over -1, because -2 over -1 is also 2. So I could go down 2 and left 1. Down 2, left 1. Down 2, left 1. Down 2, left 1. So I've got these points as well. All of these points are on that line. Here's the line. Okay, now it wants me to find points, -1 comma what and 0 comma what. So here we go. -1, 3, that's this point. negative 1, 3, and 0, what is this point? 0, 5. We also have the point 0, 5. Okay, last one. Determine the slope between these 2 points. Here we go. Slope is y2, c minus d, minus y1, c plus d. You see how I put those in parentheses? All over x2, s minus 7t, minus x1, 4s minus t. Okay, now I need to get rid of those parentheses. C minus D, it's a minus 1 there, and I've got to distribute. So I have minus 1C minus D all over S minus 7T, and when I distribute here, I get minus 4S plus T. All right. C minus C is gone, and I have minus D, minus 1D, minus 1D is negative 2D over, okay, let's collect like terms in the denominator. S minus 4S is minus 3S, and then we also have minus 7T plus T, which would give us minus 6T. So there's your slope that you need to plug in right here. That's the slope between those 2 points. That's it on this homework.